Welcome back, Brady.
Hi, y'all. Don't forget to like. Okay. Thank you. How is your day?
Turn right. roundabout. Take the second exit. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Hey, come quick! Papa Fernando needs your help!
Okay. I'll be right there.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Heyo howdy. Sorry, don't forget to like, sweetie. How are you? I'm fine, I guess.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 100 yards, turn left. Arrived at your destination.
Oh, right. I get it now.
To be honest, though, it was me who needed your help, not Papa Fernando.
I can't fault that logic. Who are the other racers?
It's this new street racing crew that's been hanging around. I think they're here to see what you can do. Let's show them. Toy, he's eager. But this isn't really a street race. There's no checkpoints, just a finish line. So keep to the route and get there first. Keep it up. We'll win this. It's hard to overstate the effect that the Beetle had when it arrived in Mexico in 1954. Before that, all we had were these huge American cars. So this new European-style car with its shape and light chassis and those adorable headlights and an engine that anyone with a tractor could fix was, well, a complete game changer. They were so exciting that they were displayed at the Ciudad Universitaria in Mexico City. And there were lines to come and see this new car. Production of the Beetle started in Mexico soon after 7 of them finished the Carrera Panamericana. Before that, people were a bit worried about reliability, you see. We Mexicans love a good-looking car. But a car that can do work is better. The Panamericana convinced us, and in '61, Automex had assembled 250 of them. By '62, the first plant had opened in Jalostoc, making 10 of them a day. We love that car. So another plant opened in Puebla in 1967, and in '71, El Bocho became the official taxi of Mexico City, which is why you see so many of them today. It's funny. The first Bochos were imports, or Siki. But in 1971, we were exporting them to Costa Rica, and back to West Germany, Austria, Belgium, everywhere in Europe. It was a sad day in 2003 when the last Volkswagen sedan Última Edición rolled off the production line and went home to the Volkswagen Museum in Wolfsburg. Like that! We're gaining! Now that's more like it! Eso, Bochito! Eso! So loved what the Bocho that it eventually outsold the Ford Model T to become the world's best-selling car. It was the first to reach 20 million sales. Sure, other cars have staked their claim on that title in recent years, but none are so timeless and unchanged as the Bocho. That is a great car. Probably the most iconic car in all of Mexico. Ay, es increíble que un auto tan pequeño deje un vacío tan grande. Adiós, sedan. Thanks. I'll call you when I've got that next one ready. I have a brilliant idea!
Another one. What happened to the previous idea?
This one is better. Meet me in town.
In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn left. Yards. Turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. Have arrived at your destination.
I have two cars here. A first-generation Volkswagen and a seventh-generation Volkswagen Golf. Made in Mexico for almost half a century. Sadly, they stopped building them in 2021. But we can still race them. What do you say? To make it fair, I will give you a chance to make an informed choice. Let's go for a test drive. And I've got lots to tell you about Volkswagen Mexico. Volkswagen Mexico headquarters are in Puebla City. It started production in 1967 with the famous Beetle. As we call it, the Bocho. VW made multiple attempts at replacing the famous Beetle with newer models, but all of them failed way short of achieving the production figures until the Volkswagen Golf came into play. The first generation was released in Mexico as the Volkswagen Caribe, and had quite a few variations, including the Golf GTI you're driving right now. VW engineers, inspired by the Beetle GSR, designed and prototyped the Golf in secret as a Skunk Works project. Little did they know that the Golf GTI would become the hot hatch. Shall we jump 40 years in the future and try the 7th generation? The 7th generation of the Golf first appeared in 2012. This version is the Volkswagen Golf R, R meaning race. This was the fastest Golf in the range, with a 0 to 60 time of 5.1 seconds. Volkswagen Mexico produced all 7 generations of the Golf, totaling more than 2 million units over 44 years. In fact, a lot of Golfs you find in the US were built here. all right. Enough driving around. Let's go head to head. After you've had a chance to rest.
I want to see how the Ocho handles Gymkhana. ¿Y tú?
On my way.
In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Míralo. My abuelita Rosa told me about the first time Papa Fernando saw a Volkswagen Beetle, when they brought them to Mexico in 1954 to race the Carrera Panamericana.
It looks great. Can I?
You bet. I've marked up a nice rally route for you. I'll be your co-driver. Easy left into easy left. Easy right, then easy left. Easy right, don't cut, then over a jump. Easy right, then over a jump. Easy right, then sharp left. Over a jump, then water, into sharp right and surface change. Over a jump, easy left, don't cut, then surface change. Easy left, then easy right, don't cut. Surface change, into easy left. Easy right, then water. Over a jump, into water, then very hard right. Brilliant run. Well done. Can you imagine taking this 3,000 kilometers across Mexico back in the 50s? Papa Fernando said it was proof the Ocho could do anything.
He sounds like a great guy. I wish I'd known him.
Hola, mi amigo. Mi familia has been coming to visit the Ocho while I've been working on it in the shop. They've told me the most amazing stories you wouldn't believe. Tío Oscar says Papa Fernando actually drove for a rally team for a while. He competed in the Baja, maybe even Dakar. We could recreate one of his runs. Tia Sofia told me he once put his Ocho through the roof of a building. We could recreate his jumps. Probably leave out the building, though. Your choice. I'll take care of the setup.
All these adventures look amazing. Glad I don't have to pick one. Great! They're filming for the new Vanguard Force movie, and the star Frankie Brainwatt was asking around for you. I still don't think the two of you look anything alike, but Frankie really seems to need your help. At the roundabout, take the second exit. 400 yards. Turn left. Turn left.
Hola, amigo. Have you heard of the Carrera Panamericana? I've just been told about another barn find nearby. Shall we go find it?
Yards. Turn left. Turn left.
Wow! It's like looking in a mirror. Right? I mean, the perfect stunt double is an identical twin. You said you wanted some driving lessons. Get in! Let's go!
So, there's a new movie, Vanguard Force 10.
Yeah, I've seen the teasers. And I had fun driving stunts in the last one.
Right. The director is insisting we do our own stunts this time round. So I need to get decent after the standard you set on the last one.
Have to do your own stunts? Oof. Well, let's see what we can do.
That's, the Stockholm slide.
We've already started filming. It's hopeless. I'll never impress Victor Garcia Hernandez as a driver or legitimate dramatic actor. Actually, I have an idea. Since, you know, there's a bit of resemblance here. What if we don't tell anyone and hang on. You do the driving, and I do the acting. I think we could pull that off. I've got a stunt coming up. Get the costume on and pretend to be me.
In 200 yards, turn right, turn right. 400 yards. Turn left. Turn left. have arrived at your destination.
Don't sweat the dialogue, mate. We'll get that later. You just focus on your driving.
Okay, Mike. Will do.
Mate, come see me after we cut. I'll get you some lozenges or something.
Scene 15. Downhill escape stunt sequence. Action! Righto, Victor. And this is the very first shot of the movie, yeah? No intro, just straight in with the car chases. Well, you're the genius.
Very good, Mike. I'm in the helicopter. I look forward to seeing what our driver can do.
That was Mike Steele. He does the stunt direction while Victor is the overall director. Seems like he bought it.
Obstacles ahead. You haven't done this before. Just keep your foot down and take the hit, okay?
Not my first time.
Now, keep a tight line through here. Don't know about Victor, but that looks mint to me. Victor's in the aerial unit. Says he likes to have a God's eye view. Hang on, we'll put him on.
We are the stuff that dreams are made of, my friends. Mexico is our canvas, the car our paintbrush, and Vanguard Force 10 will be our masterpiece. Andalo, let's go!
yards. Turn left. Turn left.
And that's it! Cut!
Did he buy it? He did. We can make this work. Mike and his crew are ready for the next stunt. I snuck away to my trailer to call you. Victor thinks I'm preparing.
In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right. Yards, turn right. Turn right. Arrived at your destination.
Right. Keep it in the river along here, and upright if you can, Frankie.
Scene 23. Mad Alex. Action!
This is Alex's last chance. Without this vehicle, we will not be able to trigger the dimension portal. There will be explosions and many digital things. But the truth is in the vehicle, in the way you drive. Make me believe.
Surface is rough through here, but push through it. Give it some. I haven't seen that kind of driving for years.
Let nothing stand in your way. Wonderful, Frankie! That's amazing! You truly grasp the essence of the character.
Victor's notoriously difficult to please, but he loves your driving, Frankie. Ready for the next setup?
Scene 25. One flew over Cobalt's nest. Action!
Now the supplies are delivered. Alex Cobalt must escape, not from aliens, but from a phantasmagoria of fears and doubts tracing all the way back through everything you have experienced.
I don't know what a phantasmagoria is, but I've whacked a Rally V8 in that thing, so give it the goods. Barricades and ramps ahead. Keep your speed up. Hard turn onto some winding roads up ahead.
Where on earth did you learn to drive like that, Frankie?
So, I have some ideas for some improvisation. We could do a scene along the beach, or around the airplane graveyard. I'm not sure which, so you choose. Along the beach? Yeah, I can think of some stunts.
Hey, Brady. Sorry to bother a future Hall of Famer, but can I have your input on this next adventure?
Turn left.
yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Victor has handed this one off to me. He's working on something new for the ending, and that has me worried. Anyways, go for it, Frankie, and let's get this one!
Improv scene! Beach rush! Action! We've got debris along the beach. Dodge that, and keep away from the houses. Otherwise there's people who have to edit it all out digitally, frame by frame. Kid! I mean, Frankie, sorry, don't know why I said kid there.
Right, I'll take this footage to Victor. Wait till he sees what his movie star can do.
Aircraft scene! Beach rush! Action! We've got debris along the beach. Dodge that, and keep away from the houses. Otherwise there's people who have to edit it all out digitally, frame by frame. Brilliant, kid! I mean, Frankie, sorry, don't know why. Said kid there.
Right, I'll take this footage to Victor. Wait till he sees what his movie star can do.
Right, we've got another stunt. Drop by when you have a moment.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Couldn't agree more. I'll tell Alex the Titan is a go.
Just got word that you've approved construction on the Titan. Whoa, this'll be fun. See you there.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
What do you think? Mi tío Victor told me Papa Fernando used to race around Guanajuato. Before street scene, before Horizon, before they even called it Gymkhana.
It looks great. Can I?
You bet. This is a great area for some Gymkhana. I've set up a course. Show me what you and the Bocho can do. Right, ándale. I've started the timer.
Let's do this.
When I was working working on it, I found some mounting bolts up on the chassis. I think he was messing with the ride height somehow. Not sure why yet, but he was way ahead of his time with his car. La rampa ahead! Ready to fly, Rocho? Fantastic driving. Feel free to, stop. I really wonder what he was trying to do with his car. I'll get it back up on the lift and have another look.
Seems like this car really does run in the family.
You have no idea.
Yards. Turn left. Turn left. Turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Some more modifications. I've tried to get it as close as possible to how Papa Fernando and a rally team would have built it.
Really?
What's the problem? You don't think they would have taken a little modern technology if it made the Ocho go faster? Just kidding. And hang on.
Understood.
Rowdy set. I'll call out waypoints as we go. Are you ready for a time trial?
I'm ready for anything in this.
Nice slide. Hey, watch the bodywork. I just feel that. 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn sharp right. Turn sharp right.
Next waypoint is up now.
Check.
In 100 yards, turn right. Yards, turn left. Turn left.
When I had it up on the lift, there was so much damage on the under tray. When Papa Fernando raced his Mocho, he raced it hard. I replaced the tray and rebuilt the shocks. Should be good. How's it handling?
It's good. Busy now, though.
Got another waypoint for you.
On it.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Last waypoint, vamos!
Got it.
In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left.
finish line. Whew. Nice drive, my friend. I couldn't find a driver named Fernando Torres in the records for the Baja 500 or the Baja 1000. But that doesn't mean he didn't enter.
What about the Dakar?
Africa is a long way for a little bocho. Maybe that was just a story he told to Uncle Oscar and the other kids in the family. I know I would have sat and listened to him for hours.
Official or not, he must have been quite a racer.
Sí, he was. Vamos. Hola, mi amigo. I found Papa Fernando in an old car magazine. It has mucha información on the work he did to the bocho. I can't wait to try some of this stuff out. For fast handling on corners, we could go here, or for straight line speed, here.
yards. Turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. yards. Turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
The Titan! Right, let's get out there and finish this cross-country programme with a bang. you not love cross-country racing when you have such nice-looking country to cross?
It's time to expand. What are we doing next? Finally, Jamin might leave me alone. Ramiro's in charge of the expedition, but he said something about stopping by a party.
Hey, mi amigo. Nice collection. Some of the cars you don't have can be purchased from the auto show directly from here.
Oye, amigo! It's interesting we're planning this expedition now. Do you know what else is coming up? Fiesta de la Luna, my friend. I have an idea. Meet me here.
Turn around when it is safe.